Hello everyone, my name is Timmerlin, and today we will go over what we learned so far in 3 weeks in IT project and management and customer service. So, over the course of 3 weeks, we studied about Active Directory, domains, Windows Server 2012 R2, and we also learned about customer service, ticketing, and imaging. Now, one of the first things that we learned was customer service. In other words, we learn how to assist customers. So, and there's many ways in which we can come to assist customers, whether it is through a live chat, whether it is through a phone call, or through a face-to-face person. And we learn techniques in which that can help us how to assist customers efficiently. So today I will actually go over in detail about how to assist customers in detail. So we learned how to assist customers and techniques. And one of the techniques is letting the customers vent, meaning letting the customers express how they feel so they may feel more comfortable and relaxed. And another technique that we learned was empathy. In other words, letting the customers, showing empathy to the customers so that you can let them know that you care about them and you want to solve the problem just like them. And also, one of the most important things is problem solving. Meaning, we learn the ability to efficiently pull out the problem from the customer and solve it to gain a better result. So then, these are just some ways in which we can come to assist customers. And there are many ways in which we can come to assist customers. And one of the most popular ways that this can be done is through ticketing. Now, I'll hand it off to my colleague Anthony, who will let you know more about ticketing. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Anthony. I'm going to go over ticketing. So a ticket is a customer service request from customers. And in large companies, you will need software needed to handle and manage tickets from clients and customers. So the benefits from ticketing software is that it's easier to manage tickets that come in. Managers can manage which employee responds to which ticket, get set priority, communicate with customers. And ticketing software also creates data which can be used to give feedback on the customer service, and data used for the companies like how well are they doing, or what can be fixed, or what can they improve on. It overall creates a better productive structure on receiving tickets and conducting business. That's ticketing. I'm going to hand it over to Sam.
My name is Milton, and I will be explaining Active Directory, domains, and Windows Server Revision 2. So Active Directory is a distributed database. Active Directory. When you install Windows Server on a computer, you can choose to configure a specific server for that computer, and that specific server can be a security server, which would turn it into a domain or a domain controller. So basically, a domain is a network that has a server or servers dedicated to the security of the network. So domains are just basically networks, but on a domain there's a domain controller. The way a domain controller is activated is with Active Directory. That's how you configure it to be a server to become a domain controller. So with domain controllers, there were two different types. There's PDC, which is primary domain controller, and BDC, which is backup. That is still used today with Linux, but today we use mostly Windows structure, which is with Active Directory. So this is the setup that most people use. There's a domain controller, but there could also be multiple domain controllers. So let's say there's about 5 domain controllers. So before, with the PDC and BDC, which is the primary domain controller, there were only 2. Well, one was the primary one, and the other one would just copy exactly what was on the primary domain controller. But with this, if one of these gives out, all these have replicated everything that's happened on the network or the domain. So if one of these gives out, you don't have to worry about it because you still have 4 of the exact same information. If another one gives out, you don't have to worry about it because you still have 3 Another one gives out, you don't have to worry because you have two. If another one gives out, you don't have to worry because you have one. If this one gives out though, then everything's over. So we learned about domains, and domains also can give permit, or domain controllers can give permission. So domain controllers are attached then to clients, which let's say this is my laptop at Europe, and domain controllers can give me permission to, let's say for me, if I was in IT or something, maybe to install software when other people can't install software. So this domain controller gives me a key or permissions, and when I try to install software, I'll send the domain controller something that says I'm trying to install software, and the domain controller then will go back and allow my computer to do it, or if I don't have those permissions, I will not be able to do it. We also learned about Windows Server Revision 2. With Windows Server Revision 2, we learned how to manage and configure servers. We had a lot of troubleshooting with Windows Server Revision 2 because of the internet not working very well, and it was an online virtualization kind of thing where we weren't really using the Windows Server Revision 2. It was a web application, so we had a lot of troubleshooting with that, and we couldn't really get those to work. But we did learn basics of managing and configuring a server into a different domain. And I will pass it all over to my colleague Sam to explain imaging.